here is how to diagram subjective complements. Now, subjective complements can be, as we've seen, they can be either nouns or adjectives. In this sentence here, he was a man with a chip on his shoulder. Okay, our baseline there, he is the subject. There's our subject-verb divider. Was. Now, when we have a subjective complement, remember, if we have a direct object, a perpendicular line ascends from the baseline. If we have a subjective complement, something that looks sort of similar, or it's the same family of signs, we have a diagonal line ascending from the baseline and pointing back towards the subject. So, he was, now what was he? He was man. What kind of man? A man. So that's adjective descending from man. And what kind of man? A man with a chip on his shoulder. So this is an adjectival prepositional phrase, modifying man with chip. What kind of chip? A chip. I don't even want to do that. Let's just say he's a man with a chip. Skip on the shoulder. We need to move on. So he was a man with a chip. Subjective complement, diagonal line ascending towards the subject from the baseline. Okay. The soup tastes foul. We'll just run through a bunch of these. Okay. Soup. The. Soup, subject verb, so we got our cross there, tastes foul. And this is unusual for us. We have an adjective sitting right on the baseline, normally just nouns and verbs do. But if it's a complement, this should go all the way down. The soup tastes foul. So foul, subjective complement, and adjective. The Germans became impatient. So, Germans, which Germans, the Germans, became is the verb, so we have our line right through, and impatient is our subjective complement, the adjective that relates back to Germans. So again, whoops, I went a little too far there, impatient. So that's how we do subjective complements with these diagonal lines preceding the complement and pointing back to the subject.